Okay, I'm here to talk about what radian really is. Um, okay, here, why do we need to learn radian? Why do we need to learn radian? So, when we measure something in geometry, what we do, what we use is actually angles. We use angles, right, to measure an angle, right? So, for example, if you have a triangle here, and if you want to measure this angle, then we use, like, maybe if this is like 30, if this is like 50, then this is going to be 100. So 50 plus 30 plus 100 becomes 180, right? But we do not really finish it here. We need to write degree notation here as as red circles. So why do we learn radian? Because we want to somehow convert this degree notation into a real number notation. For example, like real number notation, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like real number notation. So this is what we want to achieve here. So then now you know the idea, right? Radian is a degree in a real number. Okay? Radian is a degree. Radian is a degree in a real number. Okay? This is a great definition. A degree in a real number. So then how we need to know, how do we convert all these degrees into real numbers, right? You already know the answer. We use radian. Then let me tell you how we do this one, how we achieve this one. Okay? So let's think about a circle. We have, oh my god, we have a circle here, and then we have the center of a circle. And then let's say the radius is r. And now let's take this let's take this length, and then we want to put this length on the circumference of a circle. Okay, this yellow length on a on this circumference here. Then and it ends up being, I'm really doing a bad job here, aren't I? Okay, so this is r, right? I'm just taking this length. If this was 2, I'm taking the 2 here and then mark the 2 here. In this case, is which it is r. And then now and then this arc, the length of this arc becomes just r. And then I connect the center and the end of the, oh my god, the end of the arc down here, right? So radian is defined this way. When this is r, and even the length of this arc is also r, then we call that the angle here is 1 radian, right? So now, then if this was 2, right? If this was 2, what I'm saying is the arc length. So you got to see this relationship here. Length of length of arc is r, then the radian is 1, right? If it is 2r, then it is 2, right? If it's 3r, then it's 3, right? Then if this is 2 pi r, then radian is going to be just 2 pi, right? So, like I said, radian relates a degree to a real number. So we have a real number here, 1, 2, 3, and all the way to 2 pi, right? And then this is the end of it because we need to stop at 2 pi r, right? So, but think about it. What is 2 pi r here? 2 pi r here is the circumference of a circle, right? So now, what we need to add in is this. Now you know the definition of a radian, right? And hold on. I have trouble erasing what I wrote down. And then, like I said, we want to find a way to match a degree to a real number, right? Degree to a real number. Rad circle to what we actually use, right? Let's think about degree here. So, I mean, 4r, 2r, 3r, they are quite uncertain because we are not really familiar with radian yet. But what we are really familiar with is 2 pi r, right? Aren't we? 2 pi r and 2 pi, I mean 2 pi r just itself talks about a circumference of a whole circle whose radius is just r. So 2 pi r just talks about this. And this is directly related to the 360 degree. Do you know what I mean? So 360 degrees and then 2 pi r have a direct relationship. And with 2 pi, they also have, they three go hand in hand. So what you can say right now is that 360 degrees is also 2 pi. Then now we can say pi is 180 degrees, right? Because pi, if you think about it, if it is r, this ends up being the half circle, the perimeter here, I mean just this part here is pi r. And that it is related to 180 degrees. And 90 degrees related with pi over 2. And it goes on and on and on. So now we have a way to relate degrees with an actual number, like 2 pi over 2. So now we can define what 1 radian is. So we know that 360 degrees is 2 pi in radian, right? This is degree, and this is a real number. And we sometimes use RAD, but like you don't need to really write it down. When we say just 2 pi, we just take it as a radian. So 360 degrees is 2 pi, and 180 degrees is pi, right? And now think about 1 radian. 1 radian is what? So 1 radian, for us to get 1 radian, this side has to be just 1. Then what we need to do is we need to multiply first 180 divided by pi. Why? Because think about it. By doing this, by multiplying this what is that, the green thing here, then the left hand side becomes 180, and then if you multiply here, you multiply the same value to 2 pi, then you get